Hello everyone, welcome back to Pokepaint, the series where I draw Fakemon for my fan-made Pokemon region based on the British and US Virgin Islands in the Southern Caribbean, the Trapor region. Quick update on Venwana. Commenter Writing Man suggested that I make it a poison and normal type because of the whole selective venom idea that I explained in my last video. And I love that idea. I'm ashamed I didn't come up with it myself because it's brilliant, not only because it makes total sense, but also because it's a type combo we haven't seen yet. As I said last time, in this episode of Pokepaint, we're going to take a crack at another gym from this area of the region. To keep those of you who have been watching up to date and catch up anybody who is joining us right now, at this point in our journey, we have a choice of what gym to go to next. This section of the map serves as a wild area of sorts, where you can free roam to any island in this open sea zone. This area includes the towns holding the next 5 gyms: Dark type, Fighting type, Electric type, Fire type, and Ghost type. Although, as I said before, you would be able to take on these gyms in any order, I'm going to start off with the Dark type gym. Although I've made more than enough Dark types so far to fully fill out a Dark gym team, I wanted to make at least one unique one today to give this gym leader at least one unique team member. Duopent is that member. For some reason, I had this idea of a 2-headed snake Pokemon that kind of played off of that whole, angel and devil on your shoulder thing. I don't really know where that came from, and there's not that much more to say about this Pokemon, but I like the final result either way. Duopent, the duo Pokemon. Each head has its own brain, and therefore 2 often competing personalities inhabit this little creature. A skilled trainer can bring out the balance between them. Duopent's evolution, Kobaidra, if you can't guess based on the name, is based on a Hydra. And yeah, we already have a Hydra Pokemon that's also a Dark and Dragon type, one that I actually like quite a bit. But like its pre-evolution, there was kind of no rhyme or reason to this Pokemon this week. It just felt right. Balancing the colors was kind of tough on this one. I feel like it did it better in Duopent. So even though I like Kobaidra a lot, I might want to redo it at some point. I was going for a sort of opera mask type pattern on the Cobra hood, and I think that came across pretty well. I think I accomplished what I wanted to in this final form, but there's something I don't quite like about it. I'll have to see if my feelings improve on this Pokemon or if I do want to redo it in the future. Kobaidra, the duo Pokemon. In the ancient past, these Pokemon were feared and revered. However, with modern knowledge, the taming of these Pokemon has become quite safe. Even though the opposing heads bicker quite often, they are easily distracted by music and will become entranced and tame if listening to their favorite tunes. Yeah, so we only have 2 Pokemon this week, but that's for a very good reason, and that's that we don't really have to fill out any more of the gym leader's team. This gym leader will actually be based on a real person, a sort of local celebrity in the BVI known as Foxy. He owns his own hole-in-the-wall type restaurant on an island called Just Van Dyke, and the thing that makes this even cooler for me is that not only is this gym leader based on a real and well-known person, but also a person that I've met in real life. On some occasions, he will be there and he'll tell stories, or he'll sing, or just mingle with the guests. The night that my family and I went down, he actually sat at our table and ate dinner with us, and he told us a bunch of crazy stories. I really wish I could remember them, but this was almost like a decade ago. I couldn't find much information about him online, combined with the fact that he's an older gentleman and Just Van Dyke, to my understanding, does not have internet access. Those don't really lend to a large social media presence. So I couldn't find out a lot more about him, besides what I remember and a few pictures. But here's to hoping that he's still alive and well. The Pokemon world equivalent of Foxy would be called Mr. Nikkit, from the Pokemon world's equivalency to a fox being, well, Nikkit. I did a few versions of Mr. Nikkit. The things that I really wanted to represent were his infamous thumbs up and his radiant, kind of carefree smile. When I started to develop the gyms, I knew that I wanted to do a gym leader based on him, but I didn't know what type it should be. And then when I decided to give him the name Mr. Nikkit, and also the ace of Thievul, Nikkit's evolved form, the dark type just made perfect sense. Well, that was a long explanation, but I'm going to design our gym badge before we get into the battle, as to keep the pacing in the story segments. This badge would be called the Midnight Badge. I designed it to look like a shining crescent moon. Out of all the badges so far, this might be my favorite. Or that might also just be because of the moon textures. I think that's really cool looking. Now, for the first time in quite a long time, let's get into the story segment of today's video. Heading north from the open sea gate, we cross over a few small islands, one of them called Sandy Cay, a small uninhabited island based directly on the real-life island of the same name. Heading further north, we come to the Pokemon world equivalent of Just Van Dyke, to a little island town called Shipwreck Cove. Although the Pokemon world equivalent of this place is not really representative of the real place, Shipwreck Cove was founded when a group of pirates wrecked their ship there and settled the island, making their houses out of the materials from their broken ship. This history can be seen in the unique architecture of the town, with a dock shaped like the front deck of a ship, houses using various ship parts like a sail for a front curtain or an anchor for a garden decoration. The gym here would be inside Mr. Nikkit's famous restaurant. The gym puzzle would be a smoke and mirrors maze, sort of like Morty's maze in the Johto games, and the gym trainers would be Mr. Nikkit's chefs, and they would battle with Pokemon like Probedo, Chuara, Batago, and Duopent. On the battlefield inside of this wrecked hull of the ship is where we meet the jovial Mr. Nikkit, and the battle begins. Mr. Nikkit has 3 Pokemon. He starts off with his level 22 Kobaidra, with the ability Vampirism, and the following moveset: Crunch for Stab, Mega Drain to heal itself, taking advantage of its Vampirism ability. This move is also boosted in the dull light of the gym. It has the move Roar to switch out your Pokemon on you and disrupt any plans you might have to fall into a rhythm, followed up by the move Pursuit to punish you for switching back into a Pokemon that's more desirable to you. If you can defeat his Kobaidra, Mr. Nikkit will send in his level 22 Duopent. The move Super Fang is a surefire opening move to cut your health in half, Acid for a draining poison, and Wrap for continued damage throughout the battle. Finally, Mirror Move is a devastating play on this Pokemon. Combined with the ability Natural Cure that will heal it from any nasty status ailments that you can inflict on it, it can hit you back with the same move to give you a taste of your own medicine. No matter how bitter that medicine may taste, we still have one more Pokemon left. Mr. Nikkit's Ace, and the evolved form of his namesake, is level 25 Thievul, with the ability Stakeout that will double any damage dealt if you make the mistake of switching out. And the moveset of Thief to steal your items, because, of course, Quick Attack for priority, Fire Fang to cause some reoccurring damage, and Assurance to give back double any damage that you may have dealt on that turn. With a team like that, it's a massive challenge to bring down Mr. Nikkit, but if you manage to defeat him, you will be awarded with the Midnight Badge. As always, this is my updated team. Leave yours in the comments below because I love seeing them. I think next episode we're going to tackle the fighting gym, so keep an eye out for that in a few weeks when that video comes out. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video and want to see more like it, then subscribe and turn on the bell to get notified when I upload next.